foxes, we're mostly solitary, and we hunt alone. But when I was a little kid, I lived with my family in our 8-foot-deep underground den, which has actually belonged to my family for almost 300 years. 300 years? Mm-hmm. So, can foxes live in the same den for generations? Sometimes, yes. See, when I was around 8 to 12 weeks old, I played with my brothers and sisters, and then we joined our parents on hunting trips to learn how to catch our own food. They even taught us how to use the whiskers on our faces and on our legs to help us navigate through the whole den. But when the fall season came, my siblings and I were old enough to head out on our own. Whoa! Now I didn't know foxes could be so independent at such a young age. Oh, too right. But I often stop by to see my mom there. She and my dad usually visit there every year to do interior designing. She even wanted to call it a diva den because, well, she can be a little dramatic. Hey, that sounds just like my mom. But how did your parents teach you and your siblings how to hunt exactly? Well, when I was very young, our parents taught us how to use the Earth's magnetic field to hunt. Almost like you humans to use a compass to find a precise direction. See, with this special skill, I can accurately determine both the location and the distance of my prey. And when I finally find and target my prey, like mice, squirrels, and rabbits, I use the element of surprise by jumping high into the air and then pounce on them. Whoa! Now that's really cool. So, you're very athletic, right? So, almost like a cat when hunting? Oh, ironically, yes. Even though foxes are members of the dog family, we actually have a lot more in common with cats. For example, we foxes have vertical pupils in our eyes, just like cats, to help us see in low light conditions. And that's especially helpful since we're mostly nocturnal. Nocturnal? Does that mean you work the night shift? In a manner of speaking, yes. But sometimes foxes can also hunt during the day, especially for delicious food like chicken. Hey, I like eating chicken too. You know, like at KFC or Popeyes? Oh yeah, mate. But I actually like eating chicken fresh from hen houses. Wait, so you mean you steal chickens from farms? Not all the time. Usually, I find a few range chickens and their eggs in the woods. But whenever I do sneak into farms, I find any weak spots in the fencing and the coop to get that tasty bird. But what if a farmer or his dogs catch you raiding the coop? Sounds pretty risky if you ask me. Too right. But we foxes like to have fun taking risks by being very clever. Whenever I'm hunted down by the humans or other predatory animals, I can make over 40 different sounds to confuse those blokes. And I sometimes outsmart the hunters by using all of my surroundings for camouflage or rub the scents of other animals on myself to make my natural scent untraceable. Whoa, now that really is sneaky, Felix. But, you know, stealing is wrong, so maybe next time you could ask for food from others, so that way you won't get hurt. Never tried that before, but I suppose I could give it a go. But for right now, it's time for me to start heading back to my den. I'm baking blueberry pie. Oh, and I just hope I didn't leave the oven on before I left. Well, bye, Kent. Bye, everybody. Bye, Felix. Have a good time, buddy. Well, there you have it, everyone. You know, I learned so much about foxes today that I hope I get to see more out there in the wild. And I hope you'll get that chance too. Well, that's all the time we have for today. But until next time, stay wild. Bye, everybody!